Right, so you can see 2017 Les Paul Standard HP. Getting the robot tuners removed. So I can finally see how these go together because I've not taken the unit apart before. So I'll be careful not to mix up the order. Well, I suppose each side won't matter, but you never know. It's getting a set of Grovers in its place. I don't know if I said that already. And if I'm correct in my thinking, when I loosen this last tuner off, the whole unit should kind of drop off the back. I'm going to find out just now, just in case. Oh, yeah. Didn't go far, which is quite lucky. And that's the whole unit off. So I'm going to piece this, well, I'm going to spend 2 seconds piecing this back together, and I'll come back when I'm ready to put the Grovers on. Holes are just slightly too small. Just going to ream these out a little bit. Let's just stick with that old depth stop. But I just won't go all the way. It's really just a lacquer build up. Yeah, because just that's the way that's it. Ideal, because let's see, go to one that hasn't been reamed out. It's just resistance all the way down, and it fits. But you know, that just doesn't sit right with me. Like, when they're that tight, I'd expect 3 of them to split the wood at that point. And it really is more of a lacquer build up than anything else. Yeah. So like, this one's particularly bad. There's a big chunk in there. That's never going in. Ideal. And then just it's slightly different variation of how much build up there is. Oh, I couldn't have put these in a Ziploc bag. I hate bags that you have to tear open. Right, I'll pause that here, I'll get these on. So I've lined them up kind of using two methods. I've used the straight line given by the, it's hard to see in that, so given by the ears of headstock, and putting a ruler on top. This method kind of depends on the other one being straight for it to work, so that's a straight line across, that's a straight line across, and that's a straight line across. So there, I'm pretty happy with how they line up. So if I bring it back, I'm looking in person and looking in the camera, not seeing anything glaringly obvious that's out at all. So I think use a little olive, some description to mark the holes. This is just for the drill bit to centre on something. Use an appropriately sized bit. And mark the depth, just with a bit of tape. Get these screws in, then I'll snug up the nuts on the front. I'll just pause that right there. Just using a socket and a basically screwdriver handle. You don't want to be overly tight with these, but you want them to be snug. I just usually kind of go till I feel, yeah, like that kind of, I could force that further, I can feel that, but I'm not. So it's just kind of, not finger tight, but as comfortable as you'd be undoing with your wrist, like gently. So I'm just gently turn this until I feel a stop. Like I say, I know I can feel it that it wants to go further if I force it, but you know, if you force it any further, then that's when you start cracking lacquer, snapping these bushings, and things start going wrong. So tight, but not too tight, basically. And I'm just going to string this back up using the original string, so there's not really anything to see. So strings on, like I say, it's just the original ones, staying in tune, and that's this one done. Let's quickly flip over the back. Sorry, I got a pick in the mouth there. I'd say they're pretty well lined up. And that's this one.